Okay, here we are this morning with Gary Jack, who lives between West Linton and Carlops. Just tell us a bit more about the work that you've done on your house.
Initially we went for insulation, which is it's a timber frame kit, so we could only insulate the roof space, which we did up to 400 millimetres of insulation, and then we sort of moved on from then and thought about the renewables to generate electricity and so forth, and then think about how the heating system links onto that. So it was generating the electricity through the wind turbine.
So you had effectively a bit of a plan to link all these things together. So first, if we can generate our own electricity, and then if we can put in a heat source that builds on the electricity to actually heat the house. Yeah,
that was it exactly. We looked at how much we could generate for the wind turbine, and once we got that, we looked at the electrical heating systems that would feed off from that. We looked at an electric boiler at one stage, but that was going to be quite expensive to run still. We looked at possible boreholes or the vertical system. You can almost see where the tracks have been with the trench system there. We thought because we had the large area and it's slightly cheaper, the trench system, we went with that instead of the borehole system.
Did you have a heating system in over the very cold December time? Was it okay?
Yeah, it coped. The house has never been warmer. Really? Yeah.
Excellent.
We had to upgrade a couple of the radiators because of the low flow temperature.
Yeah.
But just a couple from singles to double radiators, so it was fine. Yeah. We'd seen them up in the islands and everything where they get extreme winds, and we thought we've had some winters where tiles have flown off the roof, so we thought we're really wanting one that's going to sort of get us through, so it still goes through the high winds and still generates the electricity, unlike some of them where they just have to shut down. So that's the reason we went for the proven one. So we've been monitoring it for a year now, and we've got 9,000 kilowatt hours from it last year, and this year the monthly results have been fairly good, over 1,000 a month.
So Gary, this is your reading sheet for June, so you have one of these per month?
Yeah, that's right. We normally take the readings about 8 o'clock every morning, and that's the date. That's the electricity generated, and then how many hours the actual wind turbine's been in progress. There's an export and import meter down there as well. So we take these readings and see how much we're actually using off the wind turbine and how much we're using off the grid as well. So we can do that calculation. And also we take heat pump readings as well to see how much the heat pump's using.
How much of the output from the turbine are you actually using?
It does fluctuate, depend if it's a weekend or if we're out or something like that. I would probably say maybe 50% or something like that.
Could we ask Gary about the sort of financial returns of your turbine and looking at things like the payback period?
Well, the machine actually cost round about the £29,000 mark for all the turbine and the inverter and so forth, the installation. And because we thought it was 16,000 kilowatt hours, we calculated our payback period on that, and it was working out about 6-7 years. But if we're going by what were actually happening, I think we're probably talking maybe near the 9 or 10 years for the payback period.
People try and change their behaviour as a result of some of the energy generation kit that they put in. Have you found yourself doing things differently?
Yes, certainly we try and use the electricity that we're generating off the wind turbine, but when we're not getting energy from the wind turbine, we try and use the off-peak tariff, which we have. The Economy 10 tariff is cheap, 3 periods throughout the day, from 4:30 till 7:30 in the morning, 1:30 in the afternoon till 4:30, and then 8:30 till just after midnight.
Is there an issue with noise, Gary? Lots of people often ask, how noisy are these things?
No, I don't think so. It's part of the planning to get it through planners. We had to give them a noise report, which Proven gave us, and they were quite happy with it. And nobody in the area has complained about it. And it doesn't make a huge noise at all, really, unless it's really gusting and the wind's coming from.
That's the engineer, by the way, not the turbine.